Hello and welcome to Heal Your Heart After Baby Loss. I am Julia Go. I'm transformational health and life coach, and I work with women who have lost their baby. And it's been a while since I've recorded a video. Perfectionism is one of the reasons that I've stopped. If you're listening to my podcast or you've been listening to my podcast, I started with recording that one, and it was a little bit easier. And then one moment I talked to someone who said, hey, if you really want to have good reach, you should just record videos and put them on YouTube and on Facebook, and then you can edit them and put them on your podcast. And I said, oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea. So I recorded my last video. That was in November. I uploaded it on YouTube, and I was not happy with the results. So I didn't like the video, I didn't like the quality, I didn't like the sound quality, I didn't like the video quality, and that stopped me from doing it, which is pretty unfortunate, because I'm not doing that to be perfect. I'm doing that to have the content going out to you, to when you're listening or when you're now watching, to help you through a really dark period of time, and it doesn't matter how perfect or imperfect it is. So now I got a few more things to help me do the video recording and hopefully have a better quality and have everything working the way I want it, and at least for now. And if not, I am aiming to not let myself stop again by something like that. And I also know that it's not just perfectionism, it's sometimes just being scared of not doing the right thing, or I don't know. But here I am again, and I'm planning to record weekly or have weekly uploads for you. And I do have some changes in my life too that will make it easier for my time. But yeah, never mind. For you who have not been here before, I also wanted to introduce myself. So I'm Julia, like I said, and my mission, my motivation to record this for you is that I lost my son in February 2016. So that will be shortly tomorrow. Probably when you get that, when you see it, it will be just 4 years ago. And for me, my son died he was born premature in the 26th pregnancy week, and he lived for 5 days on life support, had a lot of surgeries, and he died in my arms when we turned off the life support after 5 days. And that was a life-changing experience for me, and it led me to a lot of healing and a lot of transformation of even wounds that I experienced before. I learned a lot about myself. I changed a lot of things in my life, and I also realized that there are many things in our life that lead to where we are and that lead to how we feel. But well, today I'm going to jump in this episode because there is this cross between both topics. And today I want to talk about gratitude. And gratitude, you say now, like what has gratitude to do with healing, and what has gratitude to do with baby loss? And for me, gratitude was such a hard topic to accept, because like one thing that we all know, that we have experienced the loss of a baby, no matter when. It doesn't matter if like in the 26th pregnancy week, in the end of the pregnancy, or when the baby's born, or before the first 12-week mark that is so famous. We always know that we feel disempowered. There is barely something that we can do about it. We don't have a big influence. We don't have the power to change this part of life. Whoever has lost someone else has the same experience. There are things happening in our life that we don't have control over, and those things, that feels really disempowering to us, and that affects often how we feel and think and what we do. But one thing that I learned to accept through the loss of my son Simon is that the reason, or the only thing we can't control those outer things happening in our life, but what we can control is how we react to them. And saying that, I hear myself saying like, oh, how do you want me, my defensive self, after I lost my baby, I hear myself saying like, how do you want me to react now? Do you want me to be grateful for everything that's going on? Thank you for losing my son. Thank you. Or do you want me to just be like, oh yeah, I'm super happy, everything is fine? No. That's absolutely not what I want. I want to give you the permission to grieve. I want to give you the permission to be sad. I want to give you the permission to be angry. I want to give you the permission to be happy. I want to give you the permission to be grateful for certain things in your life. And only because I'm saying we have control, we have control about what we think and what we feel, does not mean that we are not allowed to feel a certain way, and that everything is sunshine and rainbows and I don't know, blue sky, and there is rain, no rain, no flowers. That's one of the things that I accepted for myself. And gratitude, being thankful for the small things in my life that I still have, that I still enjoy, that I see, has helped me through this dark period of life, and has helped me through my healing process, and has helped me through my grief. And I think like I felt all the negative emotions, or what we call negative emotions, all the things that feel heavy, that hurt, and everyone who's grieving knows that those negative emotions, it's a lot of negative energy, and you can really feel it physically. And I have felt all of those, and I'm still feeling them, and I have other situations where I'm feeling this way, but connecting with my gratitude and focusing on what I am thankful for, and really intentional look at those things, has helped me to get the energy to get to the point that I also can feel the negative emotions, and I'm not just running through my life numb. Because when you're not recharging yourself with something positive, oftentimes what happens, and I know that because that happened to me too, is that all the negative emotions all the sadness, the grief, the pain, the guilt, the shame, the anger, the blame, all of that gets so much that we start to numb ourselves. We start to not feel anything at all anymore. And that's just normal. It is for our own safety, because we can't cope physically even with all this negativity. So honing into what I'm grateful for can literally recharge you and allow you to then also spend time being sad. Spend time sitting there, hugging your pillow and crying. And what can you be grateful for? I wanna end this video or this episode with that question for you. And I want to give you some examples for things that I decided would make me happy. And that was sometimes a sunny day. Sometimes it was drinking a really tasty coffee. It can be still being able to have children eventually. It can be gratefulness, thankfulness for people in your life that support you. If you don't have that, it can be thankfulness for finding a great podcast episode or a great YouTube episode or a great book. It can be being thankful for your band, and can be being thankful for your work. It can be being thankful for not needing to go to work right now. It can be being thankful for a nice candle. It can be a lot of things. It can be being thankful for your own physical healing or your own emotional healing. So I like to give you a practical approach to that, and what I do and I did is writing and journaling. And I want to ask you to go wherever you found me and post for me 3 things that you were grateful for at the moment in your life. So if you're watching this on Facebook, post it there. If you're watching this on YouTube, post it there. If you're on my podcast, you can go to Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube if you want to. And just let me know there, what are the 3 things that you are grateful for. And another thing, and I definitely need to make an episode about that, is guilt and shame. And I often felt this when I had happy moments that I was thinking about, oh no, I actually should not feel happy right now, because I actually should not be here, because I should be highly pregnant right now, for example. And those are the moments that where 2 realities bump on each other. And I want to invite you to acknowledge both of those realities and say, okay, this is not the case right now, and allow yourself to still be happy and enjoy. Your child or whoever you lost, they would want you to be happy. They want you to be happy. I honestly believe whatever world system you look at, they're looking down from you from heaven, or they're hanging out around you, or wherever they are for you. I truly believe that they're hey mom, hey dad, hey, come on, I want you to be happy. You are allowed to be happy. It's fine. It's really okay. And I allow you to be happy too. Stop judging yourself. Um, yeah, that's all for today. Please don't forget to tell me the 3 things that you're grateful for, and while you do that, try to recognize, try to look at how your feeling changes. Like, do you go from, oh, I'm feeling miserable, to I'm feeling neutral, or were you feeling neutral before and you're feeling your energy raise a little bit, you get a little smile, because we are allowed to smile too. Like, yeah, we are allowed to cry, we are allowed to scream, we are allowed to stay the whole day in bed, always. Good luck. But we are also allowed to smile, we are allowed to laugh, we are allowed to hug, and yeah, that's it, ladies, gentlemen, whoever's watching. I wish you a wonderful, grateful day, and I see you next week, because I'm recording 1 episode every week now. Okay, bye bye.